My name is Peter Kuper. I'm from New York City. This is my third visit to Brazil. And I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, author. I've done a number of books, I think about 25. You might know my work from Spy vs. Spy that I do for Mad Magazine that appears in Brazil. I've also done adaptations of Kafka's The Metamorphosis, as well as Give It Up, which is 9 Kafka short stories. I have a new book out all about New York, and I did an adaptation of The Jungle by Upton Sinclair about workers at the turn of the century in Chicago. I've also done many different illustrations for magazines like Time, Newsweek, and the New York Times. And I currently teach at Harvard, a class in comics, as well as at School of Visual Arts in New York City. And I love comics, and so it's the area that I most try to apply my work, because there's pretty much anything you want to do, any kind of story you want to tell, comics is a perfect vehicle for that. And it allows me to talk about personal autobiography and social, political subject matter. Not that everything isn't social and political in a certain way, even if you're talking about sex. I lived in Mexico for 2 years, and I did a book called Diario de Oaxaca about my time there during a teacher strike that was going on while I lived there. I'm also working on an animation project now for a documentary about the disposal of nuclear waste. I'm also the co-founder of a magazine called World War III Illustrated that I've been co-publishing for the last 34 years now. And it's a political comics zine, and it's an opportunity to talk about all kinds of things, personal and in our direct experience, and also in the news from around the world, and do it through comics. And because it's very difficult in the mainstream media to talk about a lot of the things that are going on. And for example, right after September 11th, it was nearly impossible to discuss anything besides going to war. And that was an opportunity that we had with World War III to publish work that talked about the broader possibilities and discussed our personal experiences with it, but also our opposition to war. And at that time, somebody like Art Spiegelman, who had trouble getting his work published in any mainstream media, came and we were publishing his work in World War III. So it's very important to have alternative media, which these days, of course, with the internet and probably your show, it gives the opportunity for people to reach out and give different ideas than you necessarily get from Fox News or from a lot of mainstream media that is focused on keeping things exactly the way they are.